The latest. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. The second division of Africa has started. On the 26th of December 2025, the Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu of Israel came out officially to recognize Somaliland as an independent state. The United States of America has also rejected this recognition together with African Union. Somaliland was part of Somalia until 3 decades ago under General Said Barre. They decided to establish their own state or form their own state independently from Somalia in the northern part of Somalia. And why is Israel deciding at this moment to recognize Somaliland as an independent state? According to what we know so far, Israel is having problems with other places, and we are seeing that Yemen is teaming up to help fight against what is happening. So Israel is also looking for a strategic place to be able to at least counter 8 people that are fighting against him. So having Somaliland as a state, we can see that Israel will not be able to establish its base, so he can use that too. You understand? Even though the people in Somaliland are happy, but this is not going to benefit them. This is the reason to which we are always calling on African Union to wake up, because people are now coming in to invade Africa, take the sovereignty and the power from African Union. African Union is heavily funded by these people, and that is why even people outside of the continent can come in and oppose the decision of African Union. So this tells us plainly that African Union is powerless, and people outside of the continent are the ones that are regulating them. Even though African Union said African regional governance bodies on Saturday rejected the recognition of Somalia's breakaway region of Somaliland as an independent nation by Israel a day earlier, the first by any country in more than 30 years.
Somalia and the African Union reacted angrily after Israel became the first country to recognize Somaliland as an independent and sovereign state. Somaliland is a breakaway region that declared independence from Somalia in 1991, but it's not internationally recognized. It sits along the Gulf of Aden, a major maritime route that carries about 30% of global container traffic. Mogadishu called Israel's decision a deliberate attack on its sovereignty. The AU said it set a dangerous precedent with far-reaching implications for peace and stability across the continent. Israel says the recognition is based on extensive dialogue during the past year. Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey condemned that decision. President Donald Trump said Washington had no plans to recognize the breakaway region.
Mr. President.
Mr. Prime Minister.
It's good to talk to you, and before anything else, I want you to know that I'm signing now, as we speak, Israel's official recognition of Somaliland and its right of self-determination. Our friendship is seminal and historic. So I'm very, very happy, and I'm very proud of this day, and I want to wish you and the people of Somaliland the very, very best there. I think this will be a great opportunity for expanding our partnership. We intend to work together with you on economic fields, on agriculture, in the fields of social development, all the things that we hope we can assist you, and we obviously believe in this friendship. And I have to tell you that there is a lot of excitement here in Israel as well. So I want to use this opportunity, sir, to invite you to an official visit to Israel at your convenience. And I hope very much to see you here soon. This is a wonderful day. It's a historic day. And of course, I'll communicate to President Trump your willingness and desire to join the Abraham Accords. So thank you, Mr. President. Please convey my best regards and the best regards of the people of Israel to the people, to the independent people of Somaliland. Thank you, sir.
That's a great moment and great historical day. wife is here. The other group is the chairman of the party and the vice president. And key officials are here. Mr. Prime Minister, I accepted the invitation and I am ready as soon as possible for that arrangement that can be made.
We shall arrange it very soon, and please convey my warmest regards to your colleagues and to the people. Thank you, sir. Thank you very, very much.
Very much, Mr. Prime Minister.
Thank you. See you soon in Jerusalem. Next year in Jerusalem, we say. It's a few days from now. Thank you, sir.
Sure, I will be glad to be in Jerusalem as soon as possible.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I am the happiest person in the world today. The historic address on the recognition of the Republic of Somaliland. Excellencies, all world leaders, distinguished delegates, partners, all Somalilanders. Today, I address you at a moment of historic significance for the Republic of Somaliland. After more than 3 decades of peaceful self-governance, constitutional order, and democratic practice, Somaliland has received its first formal international recognition as a sovereign and independent state. This development affirms an objective reality that has long existed. Somaliland meets the legal, political, and institutional criteria of statehood under international law. I express my wholehearted appreciation to the State of Israel for its brave decision, which reflects both historical continuity and confidence in Somaliland's demonstrated commitment to peace, stability, and responsible governance. Somaliland's journey has been defined not by conflict, but by reconciliation, not by external intervention, but by indigenous peace building, and not by instability, but by sustained institutional development. Our people rebuild their state through dialogue, constitutional process, and rule of law. We give assurance that Somaliland's recognition is not directed against any state, nor does it impose a threat to regional peace. On the contrary, clarity of status contributes to stability. A recognized Somaliland strengthens cooperation, enhances security, and supports economic integration in the Horn of Africa and the Red Sea region. Regarding Somalia, we confirm that the peoples of Somaliland and Somalia share deep bonds of history, culture, faith, and economic interdependence. However, the shared ties do not require political unification under a single state. On the contrary, history has shown that previous trail of unity resulted in instability, injustice, and long-lasting harm. Somaliland has voluntarily joined the Somali Republic with its counterpart Somalia, but those arrangements failed, and the name of Somali Republic is not anymore in the recent constitutions of neither Somaliland nor Somalia. The lesson of that experience is clear. The pursuit of a unity that no longer exists risks prolonging division rather than healing it. So our people in Somaliland chose a different path, which is grounded in peace, self-determination, and responsibility. The Republic of Somaliland therefore believes that the most constructive path forward lies in accepting political realities, avoiding zero-sum narratives, and focusing instead on healing past wounds and advancing shared interests. As a sovereign neighbors, Somaliland and Somalia can operate more effectively in peace, trade, security, and regional development. To our regional partners, neighboring countries, and international community, we firmly assure you the recognition of Somaliland is not a threat, not an act of hostility, and not a source of regional tension. Somaliland has been and will continue to be a responsible and a constructive actor committed to peace, cooperation, and shared development. To our partners in the Arab and Muslim world, we wish to state clearly that Somaliland is a Muslim nation, deeply rooted in Islamic values of moderation, justice and coexistence. Our foreign policy is guided by balance, respect and adherence to international norms. Somaliland's recognition does not represent alignment against an Islamic nation or community. Somaliland remains committed to peaceful coexistence, constructive diplomacy, and mutually respectful relations with all neighboring countries and UN members in accordance with the principles of sovereignty, territorial integrity, and international law. To the United Nations, African Union, IGAD member countries, the League of Arab States, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, and the Commonwealth and international partners will reaffirm Somaliland's readiness to be admitted to a full membership in all international and regional organizations to fulfill the responsibilities that such membership entails. Somaliland respectfully invites member states and international institutions of the above-mentioned organizations to engage with Somaliland because of facts, international law, and shared interests. This moment represents not an end, but a historical and a responsible beginning, guided by cooperation, regional integration, multilateralism, and shared commitment to peace. Thank you.
Over 30 years, nobody has officially recognizes Somaliland as a state, even though they have their own currency, they have their own police, they have created everything on their own, but there is nobody that has recognized them as a state. So now that Benjamin Netanyahu decided to do so, this is not helping us as Africans. This is going to create the division that we are trying to prevent. And always we speak to African Union and our leaders about the unity of Africa. But when we talk, these people see that we are too young to advise them. And they believe that the elderly with gray hair always have the best of wisdom. If we are united, do we think that people can move outside of the continent to have upper hand on the things that are happening in Africa to the point that they are deciding things against the will and the unity of Africa? And if we think that Donald Trump, the president of the United States of America, is going to side with African Union, we need to wake up. Because if things become difficult, Donald Trump will definitely side with Israel. And Israel is also a nation that even Germany and other European Union are coming out against them because of certain things. We've seen that UK and then France are coming out to even speak against Israel. So Israel that people are trying to not, you understand, is now coming out to recognize a place in Africa as an independent state against the voice of Africans. So if we continue to be doing this to ourselves, allowing people to come here with all the resources that we have, and they continue to fund us, and we continue to be doing things in their interest, it's not only going to hit the people you are leading. Because our leaders, sometimes I think they believe that they have secured themselves all that it takes. So when things are happening, it is only going to affect us, the youth or the ordinary person, and not them. If not, by now, the unity that they sit in African Union to always speak about, the African would have been united by now. This is not helping us at all, and this is telling us how weak and powerless we the Africans we are. And this clearly shows that you, the African, you are not independent. We are still under colonial rule, and that is why these people have power, they have authority to decide on the fate of the African. We need to wake up and we need to unite. The time is now. Like Captain Ibrahim Traore said, it's going to start in West Africa, but it will spread to other parts of Africa. And what he said is exactly what is happening. And if we Africans will continue to be looking at each other, seeing ourselves differently, like the way they position us to use us in their favor, we should wake up. What they are doing for you in Somaliland, you shouldn't be celebrating, because these people in geopolitics, nobody gives anything for free. And at the end of the day, you are not going to benefit, but all these things that these people are trying to put in place is going to benefit them more than you. It's better you stop the jubilation in Somaliland and start fighting for unity. A lot of people, according to reports, are not also happy that they are going to be breaking away from Somalia. Those who actually believe and know what is ahead of them. It's like the African has been kept in a position that we don't see things through. We always laugh at the things that these people bring out on the surface. But deep down, the plots and the plans of these people, we do not know. And we should know that they will never do anything because they love us so much. It's not because they love the Africans so much, but it's because of what they know is going to benefit them. Every move of these people in Africa is something that is going to benefit them and not you, the African. So we need to wake up as Africans and stop smiling at any announcement that these people make. Because if we actually know what these people are plotting or planning, you and I wouldn't be celebrating anytime they claim they're coming to Africa to give us something good. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall. And united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world, in Middle East and in Israel.